Good evening, Geekland. We are here. It is the evening of the UK Masters 2013. I'm quite tired. How about you, mate?
Yeah, pretty much. Day one is, it's done and dusted. We played 3 games. We had some dinner in the evening. It's about 8:30 now, and we're just
Feels like midnight.
winding down, and we're going to just have a talk about how the last game went, how the day overall's gone, and just a bit of a wrap up for
bit of a wrap up. Yo, innit? It's been good though. I am absolutely knackered. I know you're knackered as well, but it's been real fun for me, and I haven't been playing. I've been doing my little models. I've been going around talking to people. I've been watching games. I've been hearing people shout. In good ways. There hasn't really been any tension that I can see.
No.
Plenty of tired eyes I've seen around quite a few of the Warhammer players. I don't know if there's something in the air, maybe tiredness.
Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously just after Christmas and, catching up with people. First week back at work and everyone's come to the tournament early in Jan. So maybe everyone's a bit... It's very quiet tonight. It's very sedate.
Yeah, it is.
A bit muted.
It's quite bizarre. But they've got everything to play for because they've got this beast of a trophy here. Now look at this. This is mammoth, and it's really quite heavy as well.
Let's look at it next to your head. Look.
Let's knock me out.
As big as Gareth's head.
Just about.
So what we can see on the side of this, anyone wants to have a look, is the previous winners.
You can't quite read that out, so you might have to read it.
I'll put that over there.
That's better.
And we've got, in 2008, the first Masters was won by a guy called Martin Bunting. Okay. So people like Gareth, who are fairly new to the tournament scene in the UK, won't know Martin. But Martin was a cracking guy, and he was a rank outsider going into this event. He'd not really won any events during the year. He was consistently good, but he'd not won any big tournaments. But then he took out the Masters, and everyone was dead happy because it was the perfect guy to do it. Everyone likes Martin. He was really good when he managed to get the win.
And he was the inventor of the flags that we have at fairs in the UK. Bunting,
that was it.
But he's the inventor of that.
His great granddad invented that, or grandma.
Actually, I was I was making fun.
Okay. So am I.
I'm so tired.
Okay, so then we've had Keith Wilkinson in 2009, Richard Lakin in 2010, and most recently Nick Pym in 2011. And Nick says he wants to win it back because it's left space on his mantelpiece.
Yeah, he was saying that. Yeah. But the good thing is, they do get to keep this one, don't they?
Yeah, so each year we also have a set of trophies. I mean, last year there were like some glass things. And obviously the Midlands Open tournaments, they were like that last year.
But I think this is quite nice. It's even got... It's quite hard to see. Our Bad Dice logo there as well. But this is a nice keepsake. That one is awesome to have.
That's the returnable one. So you keep that for a year, you bring it back, another person gets a name on it.
See, I'd put a little pot plant in there because that is huge.
A bit like the FA Cup.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Let's put that off to one side.
Yeah, don't hit me with it.
Okay, sorry about it.
So, do we know the results of round 3?
Yeah, so the first day, I keep doing this, I keep losing the results on the screen.
You're clicking the wrong thing.
Yeah. So
yes, I can see them too.
First game, Tom versus Dan on table 1.
Table 1.
We had an 11-9 to Dan, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I watched a lot of this game because I was...
Well, it's behind us,
I was loitering around this area for most of the time, and Tom came out of it saying he wants to use Gorgers a lot more. He really liked he had 1 Gorger in his list. He says all day the Gorger's done really well, so he's going to be including 2 in the future. So I know a lot of Ogre players aren't normally using Gorgers, so maybe one to look out for if you're a budding Ogre player.
What's the Gorger model?
So the Gorger comes on from your opponent's table edge, and then so you're on one side, it comes on the far side of the battlefield, so it can come on and start attacking war machines and things like that. So
that is good, especially with Dan because he had 3. He had 3 cannons to get rid of. Okay, well that was good. That was good. Now table 2 we had Jack and Haristo, and my guess was that because of where I put them in my fantasy rankings, is that I wanted them both to win, i.e. a draw. Yeah. What happened, Ben?
It was a draw.
Well, there you go.
So we tweeted about this one a lot. I think Jack was tweeting and I was retweeting him. Haristo went in a far corner and Jack just ran the whole army over there. He got a bit of luck. He used the blood-curdling roar from the Chaos Lord to kill the gyrocopter outright. The gyrocopter's, I think, got 3 or 4 wounds. And the blood-curdling roar, which is 2d6, and his strength 1, but no arm save. So it only wins on 6s. Only wins on 6s, and it killed it in one go.
Well,
so that meant the rest of the army could get through. But when he got there, he just couldn't kill enough, and it was a 10-10 in the end.
It's good. I think it's good, and you know, I think it was quite an interesting game. It looked quite interesting every time I kept going over. So I think they kind of played well.
Yeah, I thought it was a good one. It's certainly fun to watch, but not as fun as Table 3, which was Bad Dice fan favourite Ben Johnson against another fan favourite Chris Legg.
Lesbian leggy.
So this one was really good actually because
this was quite a vocal one. I kept hearing a certain Johnson.
These two have got a colourful past of just sort of having big rowdy Warhammer games against each other, and it was a cracking game. And then Chris took the opportunity to charge his Vampire Lord and Vampire Hero and White BSB all in a night unit into the Abomination.
Okay.
So anyone who knows the rules for the A-bomb is you roll a dice to see what it does. It's got a number of options, and one of them is every model in contact takes a strength 6 hit with doing D3 wounds. And this killed the Vampire Lord, killed the baby vampire, and did a wound to the BSB as well.
Oh my gosh!
Which basically that was the end of the game.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Of course. You start to crumble.
And then it's not just the crumbling. It's probably killed 700 points of characters.
Oh. Yeah. That was that in this. Oh
yeah. So the Vampire Lord's 400 points at least, maybe nearly 500.
Wow.
So Chris is waving at us. Chris is saying he's nearly 600 points for the Vampire. 603 for just the Lord. Are you cheating? Oh, that's plus 100. So it's 503 for the Lord.
Wow.
Plus 100 for killing the General.
Right. I need to make a mental note of that. Don't do that again. When you do your vampire.
Yeah, so when you're playing vampires, stay away from abominations.
I will do.
Ben says one of the things one of the tactics he's been using, and the reason the list has been working. And people probably don't want to hear this. No. He's telling me not to say, but he's been scaring people with one half of the army and then shoving herding them over and shoving the other half at them.
Is that his tactic?
He says it's secret, but he's been shouting it across the room to everyone all day. He's not realised this because I think he's been quite drunk.
Okay. The room went silent just as we.
He says he's had one. He's had one. He's just round. He's happy to be playing Warhammer. I think he's had enough of 40k recently. He's happy to be back on the round bases, square bases instead of the round.
Yeah, it should be.
So it's a big win in the end to Ben, 18-2.
That's good. Well done, Ben.
Okay, so table 4 was Matt versus Andy, wasn't it? What was the score in that one?
I think it. Oh, we 20-0'd him, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he 20-0'd him. Absolutely.
So Matt's Ogres, and Matt and Andy are from the same club, and apparently Andy had been telling Matt in the run up to it how he's got an ogre killer. Kills ogres, his army does. And Matt ran over him, 20-0. So Matt's obviously got a good score, and in the morning he's going to be jumped up quite a bit, I think. But we'll talk about the next round draw later.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. No, I thought that was quite an interesting game. So yeah, well done. So table 5 was the lovely Mr. Wildman playing Mr. Pym. Now, I really thought that Mark was going to get smashed, and I was going to hear about it again forever and ever and ever. But I don't think they got a draw. I don't think that's too bad. Do you?
No, I think it's difficult, isn't it? Because you don't know what the comp does to the game. Mark says Nick cast a large pit of shades, so it's the big template, one of these bad boys. And he rolled a hit on the Necro Knights, so I think he hits 4 knights. And they all failed the initiative tests. So he lost 4 Necro Knights out of 6, and he said that sort of weakened one whole flank, which let Nick get some points back.
Okay. At one point, I did see a combat. I think he had 2 of the snakes playing into a whole unit of what's
Plague Bearers.
The Plague Bearers, and I think Nick lost the combat in this one, and he then only took 1 extra model off at the end because he lost combat. He was worried about that at the point. I was going, well, you've only lost 1 extra model. You've still got 3/4 of that unit there. I wouldn't worry about it, but whatever Mark did, it worked in his favour. A draw, I think, with what Mark had against a really good player like that, I think was excellent. And I'm happy with that because I won't hear about it forever.
Mark's had a lot of bad luck. Well, he says bad luck. Bad games, I suppose, against Nick recently. Every time they play each other, Nick tends to smash him. So, 10-10, Mark's going to be happy with that, I imagine.
Absolutely. Yep. So, table 6, Mo and Will.
It's a 16-4 to Will. I don't really know what went on in the game.
I didn't see any of it.
I asked Mo how it went, and he said, well, he's got a better army. So, just one of those games, I think. Mo doesn't really know his list because he picked up Powell's new list.
Of course. But the fact that he's still got some points is still good.
But Mo's really happy because he came to the Masters last year for the first time and didn't get any wins. So
he's had his win.
This year he's had a win. He beat Matt Newman in round 2.
That's cool. Oh, actually, Mike was on the next table, wasn't he? Against Raph. Raph again.
Yeah, you said Raph's not been on fire this week.
No, not just in terms of playing. I'm talking about in terms of personality.
He's been a bit off it.
Yeah, withdrawn, and I don't like that.
Everyone seems a bit sluggish getting back into it. We've been doing excited, haven't we? We've been happy.
We're the only ones.
Starting to feel it a bit.
I don't know what it is. If I was there playing, I'd be like buzzing. I'd be buzzing.
So, 11-9 to Mikey. Now, I think this could have been a lot more in Mikey's favour. However, the Prophet, the level 3, I think it is, Sorcerer Lord, on the Bale Taurus, charged a unit of skins, and they killed the Bale Taurus with the standard fire. Did 5 wounds to it.
Oh right.
So, you know, that was a big thing because he put a Tarok, one of his heroes, in as well, and they killed between just the Tarok in on his own. He killed like a skink a turn for 3 turns. Whereas the Bale Taurus had gone in, he got the Thunderstorm, got a few extra attacks. They should have been killing the skink unit quickly and have really got through and put pressure on the Slams unit.
Now, standard shooters, so he declared a charge. They did a standard shoot and killed what was going to charge into them.
Yeah.
So could he then do a charge into something different?
No, the rider then stops where he gets shot and can't really charge.
Oh, that's a bit fancy. That could have really worked even more in his favour that way. Oh, I don't know. Cool. So moving down the tables, we've got Keith Wilkinson versus Lorenzo.
Yeah, so I didn't see a lot of this game neither. Way down there on the third row.
Near the Smelly Boys area.
But what I did see was pretty much Keith's whole army was fighting against the big ogre unit with all the counts by the end of the game. So, you know, Keith obviously picked off all the support and then teamed up on the big unit to get the win.
20-0'd him, yeah?
Yeah, 20-0.
Big win.
So.
Lorenzo doesn't seem to be doing too well so far, does he, in day one?
I think Lorenzo, I don't really like to say that sort of thing because I don't want to disrespect anyone, but Lorenzo, I think, is one of those guys who all year he's done consistently well at tournaments. But then, you know, he's playing against the top of the top players now, and, you know, I think he might not be up to the top 10 standard yet. He's probably around the middle of that top 16. So, you know, he's had a couple of bad losses now. So he's on the bottom table.
Oh, right, okay. No, fair enough. All in all, though, it's been a fantastic day. Some really, really good games. And I am looking forward to tomorrow. So I think we should say goodbye, good night.
Yeah. And thanks to everyone who's tuned in, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, no, every time that we've posted a new video, someone has posted lots of nice comments. They've sent us a few questions in as well. So make sure you're tuning in again tomorrow, or if you're watching this, it already happened, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it does. It's live for us at the moment,
basically.
But we'll be uploading another video shortly with the round for tomorrow as well. So
so make sure you check out the next one. Yeah. Tomorrow morning's 4th round draw.
Absolutely. Sweet dreams and don't let the bed bugs bite.